And welcome to another update video on XRP. The price is currently pushing higher in this yellow scenario. I mean, both counts remain plausible. Either a wider wave 2 or that the wave 2 already bottomed here on the 5th of June. I do not trust, though, the idea, that wave 2 already bottomed. So for further confirmation that this indeed is the case, that we really bottomed in a larger degree wave 2 in June, I need to see all these 5 waves completed. I tried to explain that in the last video. Overall, we are simply moving above the Friday low, so there's no change there. This yellow 1-2 setup remains technically valid, and we are holding below the wave 1 high, which formed on Monday the 9th, a week ago, at around 233, so also no change there. We're simply ranging for now. As I said, next evidence that something really truly bullish is playing out and that we're already in the breakout, we need to see 5 waves up. So even just breaking above the last high, well, some people might call that bullish. Yeah, surely it's not bearish, right? But it's also not a bullish confirmation, because what we need, and Elliott wave teaches us that, we need those 4-5 structures here as well. Why? Because I need 5 waves up from that low. Why? Because if I only get 3, it's a corrective rally. Yeah. What also applies here is like what we are tracking on many other crypto charts as well, the potential to form a B wave. Yeah. So it can easily be A, B, C, and then we go down again. And that would not be bearish. It would just be great for those who entered in the support area already, probably here on the 5th of June, if you have a limit order placed there or something. And then you can, of course, and that's up to you, your trading plan, take profits when the market makes them available, be ready for another pullback, and this support area, therefore, will remain valid for now, and it will just remain valid, okay? It can easily come down again. So I will, in addition to that, also place a B wave with a question mark here, because this is something I'm tracking on other crypto charts as well. So is there really anything that has changed? Not really. So it remains my view that there's a good case that a larger, meaningful low formed in April. That doesn't mean we go to the moon straight away, right? If this really was a larger degree wave 4 low, which we cover obviously in our videos regularly when we talk about the larger time frame, then, you know, we would want to see 5 waves up from there. And that happened. So we saw a 5-wave move up. In a diagonal pattern, it's ugly and everything, yeah. But, you know, as I said, likelihood with 5 waves up is that a low formed there. Now, we are dealing with a pullback, which is a wave 2. 5 waves up is the wave 1 of an even larger 5-wave move. And then this pullback is a so-called wave 2. And yeah, this wave 2 is tracking as potentially an ABC structure. How exactly the B wave unfolds, there are many options. So I won't call out every single pathway here. It doesn't make sense. They're not meant to be really traded anyway, these corrective rallies, unless you kind of trade the range. And the lower range boundary is 179, right? That's the main support that needs to hold for the bullish case. So bottom line is, as long as we're holding that $1.79 level, there is no sign the bears are taking the lead here. At the moment, there's a bit of an upside move, but again, we saw downside from the Wednesday high, so it's simply getting back to where we were. This is still the main support area to watch. $2.06, $1.95, $1.79, plus potentially this one might be relevant, I'm not entirely sure, at $1.83, but it's very close to $1.79 anyway. And I think at the moment it seems plausible that we will try to test the 236 level next year. So, this is just the micro fluctuations really, which are not so relevant. What is really important are 2 things. 2 things are really important. First of all, do the bulls turn up before we break below $1.79? Because if not, a more bearish scenario needs to be adopted. And can we form 5 waves up from the low? That would be something meaningful. Everything in between is simply range-bound movement, chaotic movement in a range, corrective movement. It's very important. But there could be some structural resistance where we have these signal lines, especially here the $2.36 area, together with the 100% extension. Hopefully that helps. That should give you the parameters for today. and maybe the next few sessions. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.